Hi, today I'm going to show you some accessibility features that are on a Windows 10 machine. They are very helpful for people with disabilities, and they're kind of cool for anyone who just might want to either magnify the screen or have an on-screen keyboard. So let me just show you how it works. So we go to our Start, our Home button, Control Panel. We go to Ease of Access Center. Now you can see there's four main players here: the magnification, the on-screen keyboard, the narrator, and setting up a contrast screen. Now the narrator will read absolutely everything on the screen, so I'm not going to demonstrate that right now. The contrast is just simply a matter of keyboard shifts where you can make the screen to have a little sharper contrast. But the magnifier and the on-screen keyboard, I thought most people would find very, very useful and interesting. So let's just start with the magnifier. We're going to click on it, and you can see right now it has a box that I'm dragging around. It's kind of hard to see a little bit, but let's come up here and we're going to click on our magnifying glass. And so let's click on our views. We have it set on the lens view. Let's start with the full screen view. So that's a little more comfortable to look at first. Let's click on our glass again. So if we want to make the screen bigger, we just click on the plus button. So we can make it quite large actually. Now if we want to make it smaller, we can just minimize it back down. You can still use all the tools and functions and links on the screen. Let's come over here. Let's get it back to 100%. Now let's look at that lens view. This is what we were looking at earlier. Now if we increase this to say 200%, then when we move this box around, you can see the big difference it makes and how you can see the text. So if your eyes are tired, this might be a useful tool. Or if the lighting is off, there are lots of reasons why someone might want to have a magnifier on their computer. And so let's go ahead and we're going to turn that off. First, let's get it down to 100%. Then we'll come up here and we're going to just turn it off. Magnifier works very, very simply. Now let's take a peek at the on-screen keyboard. Just click on that. And there is your keyboard. It is beautiful. You can move it around wherever you want. I just like it kind of sitting down here. Then you can dock it in one location. You can cause it to fade, but it basically works just like a keyboard. So let's open up a Word doc. And I have a blank one sitting here that we're going to play with. So we'll just type something very simple. So let's type hello, comma, enter, and then shift for capital letter H and spell how are you, and then a question mark. Oh, I made a mistake. So just like on a keyboard, we'll just go backspace, shift, and question mark. And that's pretty much it. It works very well. So if there's ever a time where you're unable to use a physical keyboard or just prefer to use the screen keyboard, Windows 10 has this built right in, and I really like it. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. We don't need to save our Word document. Now those are the two main functions I wanted to show you today. There are other settings that you can explore whenever you choose, because there might be times when there are different needs that you have, and so sometimes it's good to look around on your computer to see what options you have before it becomes a necessity. But that's all I'm going to show you today, so I can close out the control panel. And have a great day, and thank you very much.